Hello people of the internet. I was contacted by the lovely people at Grabie and asked if I would do a review of one of their products, and so I said I would, and this is the first time ever I have been sent a product to review. Now, I am very honest with my reviews. Always, because I purchase everything myself normally, and because I purchase everything myself, I think it affords me to be honest, because I've spent my money and I want other people not to be told something is good if it's not. So I said yes, I would do a review, and they asked me to pick. There was like a little selection of things that I could pick, and I picked, well, should I unbox it and show you? So this is how it came in this lovely cardboard box, and it came tracked 48 by Royal Mail, and I have undone this bit, but that is all I have undone. So it comes with a little card that says much thanks from Grabie.cc. I don't know where .cc is. We hope you enjoy your purchase. Your support of Grabie means the world to us. Come back and check your account for just for you offer at Grabie. And then join the tribe and show us your item in action. And then there's a Facebook, Twitter, and I don't know what that is. Some social media that I don't know about probably. Love you all, just let us know what you think. So let us get it out. It's very well... Shut the box over my shoulder. Very well wrapped in lots of bubble wrap. Very well wrapped in lots of bubble wrap. Ta-da! I chose the Real Brush markers. Real Brush Aquarelle. It says German ink, 36 colours, Sky Glory. I thought the products were Grabie products, but I guess they're just maybe a distributor of other products. And the reason why I chose these: ultra durable, non-retracting tips, ventilated lid and safety caps. And it says calligraphy, writing, soluble colour and colouring. The reason why I chose these is previously I have had a set of Real Brush pens by Arteza, and I didn't get on particularly well with them, so I sold them. And then I saw a video of a guy on Instagram who was doing this amazing blending with them. And I was thinking, haha, maybe it was the paper that I was using that was wrong. So when I was asked if I wanted to try something out, I thought, I'm going to get into a set of brush pens for myself. So we're going to do two things in this video. Number one, we are going to swatch them. Well, let's have a look at them first of all. They feel really thick. They don't have... oh, they do it. Are they numbers on there? I thought they had colour numbers on them, but they don't. They all have just the same number, SG 755 on them. That's a shame, because I kind of wanted to swatch them on a proper swatch thing. But what I think I shall do is I shall print out one of my... Now it's 36 colours, so I'm going to print out one of my boxes that I use for water, pens that are water based, but you can brush out. So I'll have 36 boxes in it, and then we'll get swatching. Let me go and do that first. Okay, I am back with a cup of tea and two swatch sheets. One printed on normal 120 GSM paper, and one printed on watercolour paper, because I do love well, obviously these are called Aquarelle, and they're water based. It's German ink, and it says soluble colour, so they're not just sort of like ink in a brush pen. I am assuming they are water soluble, so like other Real Brush markers. So let us work out how we're going to do this. I'm going to do it like this. Obviously there's no colour numbers, but I will do it in colour order because that's how I roll. But I do need to go and get some water in my water. Does it come with a water brush? No, it doesn't. So let me go and put some water in my water brush. No, I've got some in this one. We're alright. I've got this one full of lovely fresh water. So let's just prime this. Make sure the water's coming out. Make sure it's nice and clean. Which it is. You're not going to see that. You might be able to see that. Lovely. Nice and clean. Right. So let's start. Let's bring the yellows out. There's 3 yet. Oh, they're on little trays. Let's have a look at the pen, like I usually do. That is 4 yellows. They're not in any colour order, but we'll put them in a colour order because yellow me. Let's and that yellow there, and then there's orange, 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 and orange. They're going to be next. Let's put these over here. And let's have a look at one. That one looks really fluorescent, that one. So I might leave that one to one side. I'm not a fan of the fluorescence. Right, so let's have a look at the pens. They are really thick. Thicker than... I have this set here of Arteza pens, which are sealed, or were sealed, because they are for my mum's Christmas present. So I'm going to compare them with an Arteza. Oh, okay. So Arteza are longer. And these ones, the Grabie ones, are fatter. I can tell you exactly how much fatter. This is precision for you. So the Grabie pens are 10.19 millimeters, so just over a centimetre, and the Artezas are 9.57, so just under 1 centimetre. Okay, put that one back, that Arteza one. Okay, so let's get these going. So that looks like the lightest one. Right, let's bring you down for the swatching, and off we go. So this is really bright yellow. Oh, I was going to. Oh, this comes out nice. And swatch. Blend it out. It's almost like a fluorescent green, that one. Do it on the non-watercolour paper. It doesn't blend out on the non-watercolour paper, but then we kind of know that. I was going to look at the actual brush. Quite a small brush tip. Okay, so that was number 1. I'll put them in here in the order that I'm swatching them. Might have to do this one next because I thought this one was really fluorescent. Oh, it is. It doesn't really pull out much colour. Next, this one, it looks the next yellowy one. That's a real bumblebee yellow. Golden yellow, nice. Oops. I'm not going to use this top one, by the way. There's not a lot of point. You can see clearly on here that using the watercolour paper they blend out quite nicely. So we're going to this peachy one now. The actual ink colour is really nice and smooth. Next one is this one. It would be better if they had names on them. It's a real shame they don't. Oh, that's it. One thing that I was supposed to say is that I have a discount code that has been provided if you want to buy anything off of the Grabie website. The discount code is on the screen now, and it gives you 15% off any purchases. I will say it took about a week for my order to come through, and there was no I didn't have to pay any customs or VAT or anything. I'm not actually sure where it comes from, but it came via the normal Royal Mail post. And these three colours are very similar. I'm wiping the brush here in case you're wondering what I'm doing off to the side, making sure there's no colour transference. That one didn't blend out quite so well. Okay, what colour we are using next? Could be the red, so that looks like a red. All of those are pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pinks. So just one red. I suppose that could be a red as well. Okay. I'll work on the theory there's just 2 reds. After I've done this swatching, I'm going to try them in a couple of colouring books. Just, that's what we're here for, isn't it? Colouring books, really. Well, most people. Okay, and the next one's a darker looking red. Oh, you can hear the guts inside wobbling around. The other thing as well is that obviously we're coming up to Black Friday, and Grabie have some Black Friday deals, and obviously like most places, online places, so there's going to be some great deals to be had if you're interested in anything. That was a very wine ready colour. No, they blend out not too bad actually. I mean, obviously it always depends on the paper, and all these kind of water-based markers work best on watercolour paper. Right, now let's have a look at all these pinks. There's a lot of pinks. So there are, let's just get the purples separated. One, that could, no, that's pink. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that one's a cherry red. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that one's a purple. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of the pinky family. So let's start with that one that looks like a cherry red. First of all. And it is not cherry red at all. It is a brownie colour, which I would not have picked that from that. Okay, next one. I'm going to do this dark pink here. Oh, that's a muted pink. Probably veering on the purple, really. Okay. Oh, now this one's a deep reddy pink. This really nice deep red. Cherry pink. Oh, it'd be so nice if they had names, and then you'd kind of... you'd be able to see what was what. Okay, let's go with this one. This is going to be fluorescent, isn't it? It's a very pale fluorescent. Next one. What I'll do after this as well is I'll just do a quick comparison with water-based markers. Oh, almost looks orange. I would have put that on the other side with the oranges, I think. Another pink one. This one looks like it would be quite light, I think. Yeah. I think it's quite similar to the other one. I made a video about water-based markers, about how not all water-based markers, because they're water-based, doesn't make them watercolour. These aren't specifically called watercolour, they are called water-based. Obviously as well, what you can do with any water-based pens is do a bit of a scribble on something and then pick up the colour and do it like that. But you can do that with any water-based pens. You get a nice watercolour effect that way. I particularly, if I buy a pen that's got a brush marker on it, I generally want to use it straight from the pen. That's why I sort of choose to, because you can do that with anything. You could do that with, you know, Crayola, super tips. You don't need to sort of have a brush end, which is why if it's got a brush end, I want to be able to blend straight from the tip. I have to okay. Oh, we're on to the purples now. Should have said that really, shouldn't I? So that's actually, we've done the first tray. So the ones, woo! We've done these ones, ta-da! Which are, so 4 yellowishes, 3 oranges, 2 reddies, and then all these kind of pinky reddy ones. That one there, which looked really purple, is probably the brightest pinkish one. Okay, let's move on to the blues and greens. And greens up there. Now, 3 that look sort of like indigo-y, light purple, violet, lilac-y. Which one's the darkest out of these two? Ooh, that's very blue. Wasn't expecting that to be quite as blue as that. I mean, these are clearly water-based markers, but I wouldn't necessarily call them, well, they're not watercolor, they're not 100% not watercolor pens. Oh, wasn't expecting that colour. Would have gone down there if I'd have known it was going to come out like that. Okay, blue, blue, bluey green, bluey green. So it looks like there's only 2 true blues, although that one was blue really. Oof. Whoop, water brush is nearly running out. Might have to go and fill that up in a second. That's that one. That is very similar to that other one, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to go and fill my water brush up because it is running dry, and I'll be back in a second. We are nice and filled up, sloshing around in there. Which one of these? This one. This one looks more bluey. Oh, looks very similar to the other one above. And this one. Boy, that is green. Green, green, green. Oh, forgot to clean my brush in between. See what happens when you don't clean your brush? Cleaning my brush now, ready for next time. Okay, so we're on to the greens, of which there looks like there are 5. So we'll start with this one with a bluey, turquoisey end. Lovely. This one, very grass green. Oops, I nearly washed the brush pen rather than the water brush pen. Oh, it comes once you water it down a bit. It's very, very fluorescent. Oh, it's a nice green. That's a very, well, that's sort of my favourite green. I don't know what you really call it. Like a sort of green olive green. I don't know. Light yellowy green or dark yellowy green. Okay, and this one. This is a darker green. Finally on the greens is this really dark looking green. Pine green, forest green. Found the deep colours, obviously they've got more pigment in them, so they sort of, you can pull more colour out of the deep colours. Okay, so what we're left with, we've got 2 browns, a light brown and a dark brown. That's definitely a grey, that's a grey, and these both look black. Oh, I think one's darker than the other. Okay, so it looks like there's 4 greys, 2 browns. So let's do these 2 browns. Yep, that's definitely a brown. And this is the dark brown. And the thing about real brush pens is they have real brush ends, and so they're not as predictable when you use them as, you know, fibre tick pens or bullet nib pens, because they have, you know, real. Let's try to show you. They have real brush, you know, hairs, separate hairs, like a real brush. Okay, just about see it. That was the dark brown. Now we've got 4 greys. Light grey, nice grey actually. Obviously on the packaging it said that these were German ink, and the ink does seem good quality ink. The pigment that's in them. And a medium grey. Let's try and pour some of that out. Lovely. The darkest of dark greys. Oh, that squeak was a little bit high pitched. That's a green. Why was that next to the blacks? It was right next to the black between the greys. Therefore, me assumed it was a grey, not a green. It's a welcome addition to greens for foliages. I'll leave it with a grey though, because it's in order. And then this should be black, which it is. Lovely. Well, that is a black as well. There's a lot of pigment in that. Okay, so let's have a look at these. See how much they've solubulated. That is not a word. Blended out with water. Some colours better than the others. These two not so good here. Blues have blended out quite nicely. and the greens. That grey green, which is really green. The black, look at the black. So much pigment in that. Okay, so that was that. Now what I am going to just do is just pick a colour. Which one should I pick? Pick one of my favourite colours. Let us pick this green here. I do that if the paper is already wet and you go into it with the pen, you've got more, which is nice if you're doing watercolour techniques. You're not going to get so much of a line, which is nice. Just wanted to see how that worked. So let's make that bit a bit wet, and then let's do the pen on its own and then blend it into the wet. Let's just see what it does. And there isn't much of a variation going that way. When the paper's wet, you get a really mild version of the colour. This is how I prefer to use brush pens. Put the colour down and then blend it out. Okay, let's get a colouring book and try some colouring. So this colouring book I have, oh, I've got it here, haven't I, marked. This page here, I have used water brush markers on them before, and I was pleasantly surprised how well, not water brush, real brush markers. Well, these are called Aquarelle brush. They are called Real Brush Aquarelle. I was surprised how well brush markers blended on this paper previously. So I'm going to do a little bit more on here to see how these pens work. And these, the ones I used on this page, were a set that I bought from Amazon. So let's have a look. Two colours of green. I'm going to use the two colours of green here and do a couple of these leaves to see how they blend out. I would like to do some bigger chunks of stuff, so maybe I'll use two shades of pink and do them instead. Yeah, let's use these two shades of pink here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'll be these two shades of pink here. Okay, let's give it a go. Let us work out which one's the light one and which one's the dark one. Okay, this is the dark one. This is the dark one. Wish me luck, people of the internet. I'm going in. Yeah, they've not blended too badly. I've made a terrible mess though. I'm going to try a lighter one because there's not much difference between them two colours. So when I try to, you know, they sort of don't look much different. Which one was the dark one? Okay, that's the dark one. I'm going to go a couple of steps up. Okay, let's try again. Colouring is terrible. All over the lines, but this is science, not works of art. Yeah, they didn't. So there is some blending going on. I'm also terribly over the line, like I say. Science, not work of art. Okay, and this is really, you know, you can see here when I've done it with other ones that it does blend nicely on this paper. Okay, so one last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to compare the actual pens with the Arteza real brush pens. So we already measured them earlier and we checked the width. So all of these pens say on them is Aquarelle brush SG 755. That's it. This is an Arteza pen that says Arteza real brush pen, has the name and colour number on it. Then it has all the safety information on it for the UK. So water-based ink, non-toxic, conforms to ATSM, and all the where it's manufactured, where it's designed, and recycling information, and a barcode as well. So let's get two similar colours, as similar colours as we can. So I've got cadmium orange here. That's probably a bit bright. Let's have a look. Let's compare it on here. So it's whatever that one is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 or 6 on the packaging. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 and 6. We'll stick with 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a compare and contrast, as I do in all of my reviews. So this is the Grabie pen going down, watercolour marker, water brush I mean, and blending it out. And this is the ArtJourney real brush pen, putting it down and blending it out. Interestingly, the Grabie real brush pens seem to blend out a little bit better. Let us try a darker colour just to make sure that I wasn't biased. So this is a Grabie pen again. That's probably similar. It was one pass. A lot of water, blends out quite nicely. And then, oh, I've lost my ArtJourney one now. And then there's my ArtJourney one. Blob that down. Blend it out. Yeah. I think the Grabie pens do blend out quite a lot nicer than the ArtJourney real brush pens. So that is interesting. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you're interested in either these pens or anything that's on the Grabie website, don't forget there's a discount code down below shown on the screen right now, and also they are doing some excellent offers for Black Friday, which is the 25th and 26th of November. So if you're interested in going to have a look to see whether there's any bargains to be had, please do. Thanks very much, Grabie, for sending me these. This is the first time I've ever been sent anything for review. I was really worried about doing it because I was like, oh, what if they're rubbish? But to be quite honest, they're quite good. I prefer them to the ArtJourney. So that's interesting, isn't it? All right, take care, everyone, and thanks for watching. Bye.